Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin faces a new resistance zone, a major resistance zone from the yellow line on the screen, which is part of the Pi cycle indicator. This is a very major rejection we've seen here, and we need to track this rejections process very closely. Now, this rejection has come after some very bullish breakouts, and the overall price action of the last week has been undeniably bullish, so let's not get it twisted here. We'll discuss that bullish price action as well. And finally, we'll end the video by diving into a potential Wyckoff structure playing out on Bitcoin. I will say I'm very much on the fence about this Wyckoff structure. I don't like Wyckoff in general. I think Wyckoff is quite sloppy as a whole. But this structure particularly has raised some eyebrows amongst some YouTubers and cryptocurrency people on Twitter. So I think I'd address it in this video today and just give you my thoughts on it as well. So guys, without further ado, we'll try to keep it short today, but let's get into the advertisements and then we'll get into the video. So first and foremost, my second YouTube channel, JS Quinn. I'll be posting on there shortly. If you want to see content not related to cryptocurrency, you can go ahead and check it out. The link will be down below. Then we've got the BitConnect and BingX exchanges. Very big kind of bonuses you're getting with my referral links down below for these exchanges. You're getting access to a potential 5,500 USDT reward on BitConnect and 4,000 USDT reward on BingX, as well as a guaranteed 15% trading fee discount on both exchanges if you use my link down below. So you're saving big money there and a chance to get a big reward for signing up with those links down below. Both are global non-KYC, by the way, and both have never been hacked before. They check out quite well. So use my links below if you're interested. Let's get into the content straight away. All right, let's start by recapping here. Brief little recap. What's happened in the last few days? Why have the last few days been so good for Bitcoin? Well, I mean, first and foremost, we were below the critical level. I won't discuss it too long because everyone knows about it by now, but 61K is the critical level on this chart here, and that's a monthly chart level actually. And the fact that we've managed to get back above that level as a whole is great news. That was a level where indicators were sitting, like bull market support band, like the Pi cycle, we'll get into that again in a second, and also like this 5-year ascending support line stemming back from 2019. A very major support line really that we managed to bounce off at 53K and leverage that kind of momentum to shift back upwards above 61. So great news all around. We also broke above a descending wedge formation in yellow on the price chart right here, as you can see, breaking very strongly above that level just after the attempted Trump assassination, which evidently had some bullish results in the market. And then also just yesterday, we managed to get above the long-term, right, stemming back from February this year, descending channel formation on the RSI. So breakouts across the board, not only for Bitcoin, but also for Ethereum. Ethereum managed to breaking out above its descending resistance line and its horizontal resistance level. Great to see. It's backtesting support right now. Same story for even the altcoin market cap chart. You can see ignore the red on the screen. You can see a yellow support level, which we lost, which led to a breakdown after a retest. A very big breakdown down to 500 billion, like a 20% drop there just from that rejection. And we've managed to get back above that and daily close above it again. We're back testing for support right now. So right now, what you can notice is that a lot of these charts have broken upwards. They have seen a brief short-term correction, but they're all kind of back testing support levels. And so I'm not too concerned about the charts right now. I think they actually look quite good. But why have they seen these back tests? Why are they going down in the first place? Well, that is due to this line right here on the screen, the yellow line on the screen. That is part of the Pi cycle indicator. Now, going back in Bitcoin's price history, what is the Pi cycle indicator? You can see very clearly, it's an indicator that has predicted virtually every high on Bitcoin and low on Bitcoin. So the bull market tops, right, I'm circling them now, and the bear market bottom there. Also going into 2018, predicting the bull market top, predicting the bear market bottom. It's been very accurate up until 2021, unfortunately. In 2021, we started to see some pretty inaccurate signals. Like, for example, it predicted the top in April, but of course that wasn't the actual bull market top. The bull market top was there at 69K on Bitcoin, and we saw, a 20% rise on altcoins between the first top and the second top, and also the 4-year cycle predicted the top here in November as well. So it reached its kind of limitations there, and going forward, you can see that those limitations were seen once again in the bear market bottom. So it missed the bull market top. Although it wasn't appallingly bad, it still predicted the first top, but in terms of the bear market bottom, it did quite bad trigger, right? We missed it completely. We went downwards much lower than that, and it triggered much too early, right? 5 months too early. So although the price cycle may have lost some credibility in terms of its predictive quality, it still has credibility in terms of the moving averages involved with the price cycle, right? And these moving averages specifically that I'm talking about are the green and yellow lines. But I'm just going to move away from the green line here and just show you what the yellow line is. So the yellow line is a critical component of the price cycle. And just going through Bitcoin's history, what you'll see, specifically from 2020, right? We'll just look for there. This has been a very important support and resistance zone. Support right here. I'll just circle a few times where it's been important, and you can just take a look on the screen and watch at them or look at them, right? Very, very important on virtually every second macro range. It's acted as some sort of major resistance and support, just all the way down here to the bottom, flipping it, bouncing for a long period of time here, rejecting for a long period of time over here. So you can see just every single range for the most part, a major support. And more specifically, right, if we look into the even immediate term price or medium term price action, I should say, the last few ranges, what has it done? Well, it acted as basically the mark out of a breakout point right here. It acted as the bottom over here, the bottom over here as well. And now, why am I talking about it again? Because on this recent surge to the upside, upon the breaks of things like Bitcoin's descending wedge and all that kind of stuff, we have seen a touch of this level, right? And so far, a retracement back downwards. Now, this is the BLX. So the BLX is a delayed chart. It doesn't show you the retracement back downwards. This chart shows you Bitcoin at 64.8K, but Bitcoin has actually come back down to around 62.7K in the meantime. So it's rejected all the way down to around here, right? So, and that rejection has left a large wick upwards to that level, a clear rejection zone, a clear resistance zone. Now, that is a level that we're going to be watching. Sorry for glitching around the chart here. That is a level we're going to be watching quite closely because, of course, now that has been marked as the immediate term resistance that Bitcoin needs to be getting over. I'm not concerned about it, though, because Bitcoin has gone ahead and broken its local high. And even with the rejection here, it's still placed a new high. And so with a new high, we can expect a higher low or maybe even some sort of inverted head and shoulders pattern like this, okay? So I'm not concerned about the Bitcoin charts. I'm very much more bullish or very much more hopeful than I was. Well, I wasn't bearish, but I'm just saying it looks better is what I'm trying to say a few days ago. But this rejection is something we need to be paying close attention to because it's very clearly marked this level, which is a major level, right? A level that's led to bounces in the past, rejections in the past, as a critical resistance. So let's watch it quite closely over the next few days. If we see continued rejections from it, that's really not a good sign, right? Even if we go to, let's go to a different chart here so we can get a bit of a closer look. Let's go to this chart and let's zoom in to the hourly time frame. You can see, I mean, it's not even a debate, right? It's a clear rejection solely from that MA. So if we continue to do that, right, if we come up again and reject for it and then do it again, then we can start to be a little bit concerned about the price action. But right now, this rejection is not too concerning because it's expected, first and foremost, that level is expected to act as resistance. And also, the rejection has led to us back testing critical key support levels, right? We rejected from this level back here in September last year or August last year. We saw multiple rejections. We didn't see any lower lows based on it. In fact, we finally got above it after a long period of time. So this is not a level where we have to be too concerned about right now. But again, let's keep an eye on it. I'm pretty sure I've covered this topic quite well. Now we'll move into our final topic. And the final thing we need to look at is the Wyckoff accumulation pattern that could be playing out here. Now, just a quick little note. I don't like Wyckoff. I think it's a bad form of analysis, generally speaking. I think that any fractal analysis is unreliable and supporting evidence at best. And I think you can say the same thing about Elliott wave theory. I think it goes in the same category. It's highly subjective. People just claim Wyckoff or claim Elliott wave at any opportunity they get to fit their own personal bias. In reality, we can show you an example of how biased Wyckoff is just by, or how subject to bias Wyckoff is just by looking at recent price action, right? Let's just delete everything for a second and scroll backwards, right? So what do we see back here? We saw a rounding bottom formation, rounding top formation, moving into a horizontal kind of structure with two bottoms and two tops, right? People were claiming that was a Wyckoff distribution pattern. Go back and watch the content from back between, let's just say, starting around August to September last year. Go back and watch it. It was the number one thing. This is Wyckoff distribution. We're going down. Everyone was saying it. And it didn't end up going downwards. We end up going upwards, right? Now, we have a lot of similarities to this structure right here, believe it or not. Rounding bottom, rounding top, moving into a horizontal structure with two bottoms and two tops. Very similar to what we're seeing right now, right? rounding bottom. Let's go ahead and draw it out. Rounding bottom, rounding top, moving into a structure, horizontal, right? 61K, if we're assuming that's a deviation, with two bottoms, two major bottoms, one here, and two major tops, and potentially moving to the upside. So if that was distribution, why is this accumulation? It's because people are biased, right? And they're more willing to look at bullish patterns such as the bullish Wyckoff accumulation pattern and apply it to this price region. Now, I think the market's going up. I'm just judging the form of analysis in general. And I also just want to say one thing, like, yeah, okay, this could be an accumulation pattern. That's why I'm talking about it. But it's not a conventional one, okay? We're in an upwards trend here. We're not at the bottom of a bear market. An accumulation pattern happens at the bottom of the bear market. What this would be more akin to would be a reaccumulation pattern. And the problem with this being a reaccumulation pattern is that a reaccumulation pattern does not have a downslope, right? This has lower lows. So off the bat, it's got inconsistencies, which is another reason why I don't really consider this form of analysis too reliable. But if we are just going to stretch our imaginations and just say, okay, this is reliable, on surface level, face value, you could make an argument that this is a Wyckoff accumulation. There are inconsistencies with how some of the initial lines are drawn. You can just go ahead and compare the chart right now. It's simply not accurate. But yeah, okay, maybe this is vaguely supporting evidence to the bullish argument. But I'm just saying right here, right now, that I don't think we need it. I think the bullish argument is strong enough without it. And I don't necessarily think we're going to follow this direct upwards trajectory, which is what Wyckoff accumulation suggests. I actually hope we don't. I hope we take our time. I don't know if we will take our time. It's hard to know what will happen, but I hope we do, because if we take our time, we're more on track with the 4-year cycle, and we can expect a top out later, next year rather than early next year. And that would be good to see, or even late this year, which would be quite annoying, right? Because that's a short-lived bull market. So hopefully we take our time here. Do I completely disagree with the use of Wyckoff accumulation in this price region? Not necessarily. I do see the similarities, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. But just in general, I think that Wyckoff is a sloppy form of analysis, subject to too much bias for me to personally use. And so I'm going to stick to my traditional forms of TA, right? And right now, what am I watching? I'm watching that pi cycle level. That is what I'm watching right now. And to the downside, I'm watching 61.2K, right? Guys, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, go ahead and check out our Bit2Nix and BingX Exchange referrals. The links are down below. Discounts, rewards, non-KYC, never been hacked before, low trading fees. It's all there. Just sign up. It takes 30 seconds with my link down below. It helps me a lot and it helps out you by getting on a good exchange. Then we've got our VIP group on Telegram. We do altcoin trading videos posted 4 times a week on VIP with buying, I guess you could say, suggestions or my personal buying plans, stop loss plans, take profit plans. And then we've also got a group chat there involved with the membership. You get access to a group chat. You can discuss the market with 120 other VIPs 24/7, post charts, share thoughts in the market, whatever you want to do. It's very useful. Trading results are available, fully transparent. And then we've got our Crypto Academy course, right? It's on sale right now, actually. If you want to learn how to trade, this course targets all types of traders, right? All types of learners as well. So people who practically learn, visually learn, people who verbally learn, people who learn by diagrams, charts, words, whatever it may be. It's all there. It's a university-style course structured in a university format for a reason, to make it accessible by you guys. So check it out if you're interested. It's on sale currently. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you soon. Cheers.